Hold up, they used to say that I was underrated, so I'm under pressure till I'm undertaken. Used to starve, stomach on deflated, now I'm eating good, never undercated. From a city
where is the Blu-ray at? I need this shit right now. God damn. What's going on, guys? Your boy X here, and today we talking about that My Hero Academia 2 Heroes review. I just got back from watching the movie, guys. God damn. Now, before I begin, I will say this is gonna be first half of the video is gonna be spoiler free, then the second half spoilers. I'm gonna put a time code, whatever, somewhere on the screen to let y'all know, you know, when the spoilers are coming, just, you know, if you don't want to get spoiled. Now, going into this, first of all, I want to say this was my first time actually hearing the English voice actors. This was my first time. I watched all of My Hero Academia anime episodes in Japanese subbed, and also too there was something else. The theater experience. The theater experience will be added to this review. It's like going to see a movie, or like, you know, in this case, you know, an anime movie where, you know, all around you is fans. The love in my theater, it was amazing. You know, first of all, it was a lot of people that went to go see this movie. I was surprised. I mean that goes to show you how good My Hero Academia has been doing. I mean, it tells you right now. I mean, you know, it got a movie, and it's been out just for what, like a year and a half, or I might be tripping, probably 2 years. I'm tripping, right? 3 years? Can't be 3 years. Probably 2 years, right? I don't know. Anyways, but it hasn't been out long, is what I'm trying to say, and it already got a movie. The fan base is massive right now. It did well from what I've heard, and yeah, my theater, it was a whole bunch of people. Theater was packed. Now I will say, and it's a negative, but I'm not holding it against the movie because it wasn't the movie fault. At my theater, we was having like sound issues, like so. Like toward the beginning of the movie, it was like the music was like low, but like you could hear the voices, but you know the background music was low, so you know you didn't hear that emotional music as stuff was happening. So it was messed up, but they fixed the problem toward like the halfway mark, toward the end. The ending, when that music, they needed that music. They, hey, okay, I'm getting away from myself. Spoiler-free version. I think this movie was great. I think this movie was amazing, especially for it to be My Hero Academia's first movie. The villain, although I feel like the main villain didn't get a lot of screen time up until the end, I like this quirk. It's a simple quirk, but I liked it. And the fight at the end of the movie, by far amazing. Like, I damn near want to say it's I mean, and it's a movie obviously, but I damn near want to say it's better than any fight in the anime so far. I'm air quoting here. You know, basically premise, without spoiling anything, you know, Deku, All Might, they're going to go see All Might's friend on this island. Villains pop up and trouble starts. That's the simple part of the story. The English voice, let me get into the English voice actors real quick, because this is, like I said, this is my first time hearing the English voice actors. I actually loved all of the English voice actors. I am really surprised. The only one I had a problem with a little bit was Bakugo's English voice actor. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know. Like, when he talks, it's alright, but when he does the screaming, I was like, you know, that's just me, you know, but it was that. Minetta's voice actor is funny as hell because for some reason Oh, my screen. For some reason, they give him like a little a lisp or something when he's talking, which is hilarious. I don't know why, but for some reason it actually kind of fits to me. But like every time he started talking, it was playing. What we gonna do, guys? What we gonna do? Can't you? Oh man. So I didn't understand why they gave him a lisp, but it was funny. Everybody else loved their voice actor. Like I feel like their voice actors fit them well. You know, Todoroki's, Momo's, Chaka. Oh my God, Ida. The Deku, All Might. Hey, I always forget Earjack. What the fuck is her name? Oh gosh, that's with an A, right? Anaki. Fuck. Earjack girl. Goddamn. That's another thing too. But yeah, that's how I felt about the voice acting. Voice acting was great. How they the characters they used. Now, it's funny because there was like some promotional art, and I'll probably have it on screen right here, where you know it shows the cast, or at least some of the cast, right? And it's funny because, and this isn't really a spoiler per se. Well, you know what? I'll save it for the spoiler part. But just know that you know, some of the characters get some shine and some don't. For the ones that don't, I feel like I was okay with the ones that didn't, basically. Minus two characters that didn't get shine, that were just like on the sidelines. But everybody else I didn't give a fuck about, so I was happy they were on the sideline. Actually, everybody that they chose to be like a part of the movie, basically, what I mean, like a part of like fighting the villains and whatnot, I was 100% okay with all of them. One person, I was like, I was curious, like if that person was gonna like be useful, but usefulness was, you know, like that person was very useful, is what I'm trying to say. So that person, their spot was secure, basically, what I'm saying. But I was mad that two people were on the sidelines that I felt like would have been great additions to like fighting the villains and whatnot. But you know, I feel like, you know, since it's a movie, they have a run time and they can't use, you know, they probably can't use every character. I mean, they can use every character, but you know, it's only so much spotlight, I guess you could say, because you know, it's mainly you know, Deku gotta get the most spotlight, everybody else gets spotlight here and there, but you know, everybody can't get all the spotlight, is what I'm trying to say. And besides that, I'm trying, this is like the spoiler free part. I want to get to the spoilers part, but besides that, like I said, this is the first My Hero Academia movie, and I think it was amazing. If I were to rate it out of, oh my God, like out of 10, I would rate it, oh my God, like, I'm telling you, I honestly did not, I can't even think of a flaw. There was no plot holes. This movie takes place between seasons 2 and 3, which we already knew that, you know, no spoilers. We already knew that. And I can't even think of plot hole, and like, you know, a 10 out of 10 is like perfect, and you know, nothing's perfect, but I can't literally think of a flaw with this movie. The animation was so beautiful, and I want to say at the beginning of the movie they said Studio Bones worked on this, and the animation was just so fluid. The first bit of the movie, like at the beginning, the ending was just phenomenal in animation and choreography with the fights. I mean, the whole movie was just beautiful. A lot of laughs in the movie. Definitely my boy Mineta, some laughs. I'm man. But yeah, it was a lot of laughs. Great action. I will say, a little bit in the middle. You know, it wasn't really that much. Like it wasn't like, you know, action, but you know, it doesn't need to be action, because like action at the beginning, you know, then they're trying to work you into this world, this island basically, and you know, tell you everything and blah blah, you know, get you worked up, then the villains come and all that happens. So it's understandable at that point right there. And besides, without the action, you know, they add the comedy in there. So like I said, I felt like it was like from beginning to end, it was perfect. Like I said, my theater sound was messed up here and there, so I definitely want to watch this shit again at either a better theater. You know, I think Monday is the last day it's going to be in theater, which sucks. But I definitely want to try to watch it again. Or definitely when that Blu-ray drop, I'm going to get it. So I got to give it a 10 out of 10. I mean, I didn't even have the villain. The villain was good. Like, and at least in terms of ruthlessness, I'll say. Personality, I feel like I said, he didn't get much screen time until the end, but when he did get screen time, he was ruthless. He was ruthless. His quirk was cool. The ending part of him was cool. Without spoiling anything, like, so everything was good. Everything was good. And I think that's it for the spoiler-free portion of this video. Damn, that was 11 minutes. Now for the spoilers part of the video. So I'm warning you one more time, if you haven't seen the movie and you don't want to get spoiled, you might want to leave right now. Bye-bye. Make sure you smash that like button. If you're new here, subscribe before you leave. Or if you don't care about spoilers or you've already seen the movie, welcome. We are at the spoiler part of the video. Oh my god, the ending. That ending fight was phenomenal. I was in the theater like, whoa, whoa. The villain, like I said, I liked his quirk, being able to control metal. That shit was dope. Magneto shit, obviously, but still cool. When he put the helmet on, like, basically, you know, for those that didn't watch the movie, you know, villain, basically, you know, there was a helmet that basically enhances people's quirks, you know, if you put it on. He put that shit on, and that shit, when he started forming the building to himself and shit, it was reminding me of, I forgot what the hell that name is, Metal Madness, I think, Metal Sonic's transformation in Sonic Heroes. If anybody played that shit, y'all know what I'm talking about, but yeah, it reminded me of that. The fight was just amazing, and I love the fact, and I wish I said this in my spoiler-free part of the video, I'm sorry I didn't, but I love the fact that the people got some shine. Usually in anime, what I mean by that is usually in anime movies, when we get to the final boss, you know, usually it's the main character that fights the, you know, the final boss, and then whoopity whoop whoop whoop, he wins somehow, right? But here, you know, it's like Deku fought a little bit, and then All Might came, fought a little bit, and then the whole group came and was helping. I'm like, oh shit! And then the ending, oh my god! Well, first before that, when All Might was actually going in for a second, and like the animation was just amazing, well, throughout the whole thing, but when he was going in and then the music was playing and he got caught by the chorus, I was like, oh shit, wait, what? The music just stopped. I'm like, oh wait. And then I love that, I guess you would call it a twist. I loved that twist where it was like, oh yeah, all for one, you know, he helped me out, or whatever, and he was happy to help me out, especially if it meant hurting your friend, because it's hurting you. And then, because all over, he was mad as hell. And then when he started, like, putting this man in a damn metal box or whatever, that shit was reminding me of Pain's Planetary Devastation, when he was like, man, like, this whole fight sequence at the end was amazing. And then he did the things you thought he died, and Deku came in that. Oh my god, I wish I could see this shit again before it leaves theaters, guys. Like, that ending was fucking dope. the whole Deku and All Might, like, oh my god, at the end when them boys was running, Deku started running slow. They did a little slow motion scene, and then he just zoomed like he had the flash, had the speed force, and he had kicked at one point. And I went with my friend, and because in my head I was like, yo, wait a minute, are they like teasing shoot style here? Now he didn't mention it obviously, but he used his leg, and you know, he never used his leg back in, you know, in season 2, you know, he had just recently made shoot style, you know, in season 3. So I was like, oh man, hey, and he was just like going in, and then the ending with All Might and Deku doing that double punch. Oh my god, I could talk about the ending for hours, and you know, but there's more to that. I'm sorry. The opening was amazing as well. Seeing young All Might was great. That opening was amazing. The animation, all that, beautiful. Wow. It wasn't like a super villain or nothing at the beginning. It was just like, you know, villain. I like the fact, you know, that they act like he went to, you know, America. He was on they said he was in America. And I like the fact too that this movie, you know, canon, non-canon, but you could easily fit this movie in canon just because, you know, this movie takes place during the summer, and you know, they might not, you know, they might not have been doing nothing this summer, so it's easy to fit in the canon. But I like the fact that in the movie they like showed us America, a little bit of America. I forgot where it was. Was it Detroit or Chicago? It was somewhere. Anyways, but I like that because I feel like if they make movies in the future, we could just go to different like places around the world. We don't have to be in Japan. So I love that fact. Like, it's like world building basically, movie wise. What I was gonna say. God damn, what I was gonna say during the spoiler-free part of the video, there was like promotional art for this movie, right? And you see the people right here, blah blah blah. It's funny because they show what's her name, Tetsuya, right there, and she wasn't even like a part of the squad. As a matter of fact, it was Earjack girl like took her spot basically. So I'm curious, like, when the movie was in production, was she gonna be like the person like fighting the villains and stuff instead of the Earjack? Or they like choose last minute, you know what, we need the Earjack girl, we need her in the movie to make more sense. Cause I ain't gonna lie, she came in handy. You know, she was like going, like listening to the villains talking their plans and shit, was able to talk to All Might for everybody. Like she was doing some stuff like some interrogation shit. So that was cool. And like I said, I feel like they gave all them side characters, I feel like they gave some shine, even for a little bit. Bakugo, obviously, Todoroki, obviously, even Mineta got him some shine. He was comedy gold, you know. Dinky got some shine. Kominari, is that how you say his name? Harden guy, you know, he got some shine also. Ochaka, she was there. Hey, that scene where them robots was like, she had made them float and then the robots was coming to attack her, and then she's like, I can't run because y'all are still floating. She was like really about to get hit. I was like, oh shit, Bakugo saying that. I'm telling you, like, seeing this movie in the theater, just cause of like everybody's reactions, like when stuff like the scene where we were seeing like all the characters like see Deku, or like we saw the characters for the first time like towards the beginning of the movie. Like we found out that like the students were actually there at the event as well. Like every time a character popped up on screen, my theater was like, oh, it's Ochaka, oh damn, there it's Momo, oh. Like every character, like that shit was funny as hell. And then, you know, obviously the popular characters got the most screens. Bakugo came on screen, fucking Todoroki, oh shit, Like that shit, like seeing it in theaters, it's like the movies like this. You don't get this experience. You don't get this experience basically, you know, at home watching it on DVD or however you watch your videos. You know, you get the theater experience. You know, people be hyping it up. You get the sad moments. Oh my god! So that's dope. On top of that, what was I about to say? Oh, the characters that I was mad that wasn't a part of the group in this movie was Tokoyami, obviously. I don't know why he's on the sidelines. It's Tokoyami. What the man, that made me mad. I was like, oh, they got my boy Tokoyami on the sidelines. And Tessie, the frog girl, I actually like her, so I was kind of upset that she was on the sideline, but at the same time, yeah. And then, like I said, especially with the promotional art, but I mean, it makes sense, like with the, I guess you could say, ops missions that she was doing with her damn ear jack, so it made sense why they swapped them two probably, but I feel like there was something else I want to talk about in the spoilers. I do like the fact how they did, Deku's gauntlet, I guess you could say gauntlet. It basically gave him like a reason to where he could like go full power without hurting himself. So I guess you could say kind of like not a how about to say Evangelion? Not a God, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh shit, you know, where they pull something out their ass. Not like that, but just something to where like, okay, we gotta make Deku be able to use his power 100% without hurting himself throughout this movie. How do we do it? Let's give him a gauntlet. So that was cool. And then at the end, you know, when him and All Might did that final double punch and it shattered, I'm like, okay, okay, because I'm like, man, this would have been a useful item in the anime. Oh, it's gone. So, I mean, I knew it was probably going to get destroyed or he was going to give it back to the girl, one of the two, but that was cool. Besides that, guys, I mean, this movie was amazing, guys. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, and for this to be the first My Hero Academia movie, this was great. Like, Dave, I don't know, they can't mess up. Like, obviously, I feel like we're gonna get some more movies in the future, and I actually have an idea what the second movie could be. I might actually make a video like giving ideas of what future movies could do, but like for this to be the first movie, and usually I feel like with anime, the first movie isn't like always amazing. Like it might be good, but amazing. Like this movie was amazing, and that could be because, like, you know, nowadays technology, you know, has evolved so much, which is true. Animation was just so beautiful, and that definitely helped out with the movie. But it's also like the story, the surroundings, the characters, the fact that they actually gave all the characters some shine. Even the sideline characters popped up every now and then just to say a couple of words, get your check, actors. But I just love that. I love that. And shout out to Godzilla for making an appearance. They got Godzilla with a quirk. I'm done. When I saw that, I burst out laughing. I was like, what? Godzilla? Like, yo, what else they gonna do? They even had a stack of Uno cards in the movie. She pulled out some Uno, Invisible Girl had some Uno cards. I'm like, yo. So I feel like, cause I always forget that the My Hero Academia world is in our world. So, you know, they got stuff we got. They just got powers. So it's so much possibilities that they can do in the future. God damn. I mean, this movie. Like, my expectations weren't high, but they were like not low either. I guess you could say in the middle. But it definitely surpassed my expectations. Like, if you haven't seen this movie and you're in the spoiler part, even with these spoilers, you gotta go watch this movie. Like, me saying all this stuff does not give it any credit. Like, you can tell they worked hard. They worked hard. God, it was that good. Like, I'm over here like, god damn. Is there anything more? No, yeah, one more thing I want to talk about. All Might's friend, the scientist guy. Now, the reasoning why, he stole, I was like, should he go to jail? Because I know when he was in the hospital, he didn't have handcuffs on, connected to the bed. Usually, if the police arrest somebody and they have to go to the hospital, they'll handcuff them to the bed. He didn't have handcuffs on, so I'm thinking, they were like, all right, let's let him slide. He didn't know they were real villains, and somehow All For One was connected as well, so we'll let him slide. No, what I was gonna say is I actually felt sorry for this dude when he gave his reasoning why he was doing this, because at first I swear I thought, like, it was gonna be a typical, I want to use the helmet, even though he didn't have a quirk, and his daughter didn't have a quirk, but I thought he was gonna be like, I want to use this helmet for science to create the ultimate, like some bullshit like that. But his reasoning was actually good. He wanted to help his friend. He wanted to help All Might because he knew All Might's quirk was lowering in power, and soon he wouldn't have it anymore, and the world wouldn't have that symbol of peace. So he wanted to get the helmet in order to give to All Might so he can continue to be that symbol for the world. And I was like, wow! Like, literally, I was like, wow. They actually came up with a good-ass reason for this man to get this helmet. Because I honestly thought it was going to be some bullshit. But that's a good reason. Like, I can't even be mad that he wanted to do that. Like, I can't. Now, I felt like it was kind of obvious that his little partner or whatever, the fat guy, I betrayed you. And then he was like, I'm going to give it to this guy. And I swear when that guy shot him, we bust out laughing in that theater. When that man was like, all right, thank you for this case. Here you go. Blow! I said, I'll kill this man. And man, the blood, I was like, oh God, this is a lot of blood. I don't even think we saw an amount of this blood in the anime, but yeah, that boy was busting caps. On top of that too, let me go back to the villain also. Even though we didn't really see him that much, and like I said, his power is relatively simple, being able to control, but the man was using that shit like he was Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. He's like making pillars and shit. I'm like, yo, I don't think this is how you use metal. But I mean, it was cool. I'm not complaining how he was using it, but he was using his shit cool. I ain't gonna lie. Like, this man, like I said, he was ruthless. I liked how he was using his quirk, especially when he put the helmet on, and then he was damn near pain all of a sudden. He was over here making planetary devastation. He made a fucking a cube meteor like Madara. He was like, I'm gonna take this whole tower down with us. I'm like, oh shit. He became Madara for a second. Oh God, this movie was amazing. That's all I have to say, guys. That is it. That is all, guys. Remember though, for more anime down the road, I know today was the last episode of My Hero Academia for season 3. I will be reacting / reviewing season 4, so if that's y'all's cup of tea and y'all find me for the first time, make sure I hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the bell to get notified when I drop my videos as well. Also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, both of them will be in the description box below as usual. If you like the video, comment, let me know your thoughts on the movie. Be careful of spoilers down there though. If you do put some spoilers, put a spoiler tag, save everybody else that comes through with the video. But that's all, guys. It has been your boy X, and I'm out. Deuces.